Hi, welcome to Tea and Mystics. Today I'm going to be sharing a short review of the book The Physics of Angels by Matthew Fox and Rupert Sheldrake while I am sipping on some evening detox tea from Citizen Tea. Even though it is not the evening, I just find this tea really calming and soothing, so I thought today was a good day to indulge in some. The Physics of Angels is a book that is really looking at bringing together some ancient concepts of angels and how they exist within the universe and their meaning and their movements, bringing that together with new developments in science and our understand of, as you can guess from the title, physics, and specifically more quantum physics. Matthew Fox himself is more of a theologian, whereas Rupert Sheldrake is a biologist who developed a real keen interest in spirituality and religions. And the book itself is structured in a way that it is a conversation that is between the two. So you'll have Matthew sharing his thoughts and then Rupert responding, sharing his thoughts, and they really feed off one another with their thoughts on how angels have been contemplated in the past and how that relates to current scientific thought. I thought the book was really great because it's really presenting two different approaches that then come together. Rupert Sheldrake much more represents the scientific side and the understandings of current research and developments in science, and then Matthew Fox again is coming more from a Christian theological background. The book is structured into three separate main chapters that look at three different ancient theologians and how they understood and wrote about angels. And they share quotes of the writers themselves, like what they say, and then how Matthew Fox and Rupert Sheldrake understand what they've shared and how it relates to our current world and our current understanding of physics. I really enjoyed this work. I was previously aware of Rupert Sheldrake's work. I've listened to many of his talks on YouTube and listened to his podcast, and also have previously read some of his books. And Matthew Fox I was also already aware of, but not as much as Rupert Sheldrake. I really appreciate Rupert Sheldrake's bravery in the field of science and just how he asks some really probing questions and there shares some thoughts on what some of the answers may be. He's really open-minded, and I really just love his approach to both looking at spirituality and science. And then I think that in this book it's really leveled out well by having Matthew Fox and sharing his understanding of some of the writings that are shared within the book. So if you have any sort of interest in angels or angelology, I would definitely recommend this book. You have to really let go of that concept of just like what we think of as like a guardian angel. It is much deeper and a wider breadth than that. It's a short volume, so it really doesn't take long to read, especially because it is literally just like a transcript of conversations between them. So it's an enjoyable, quick read that is easy to put down at any time if you just have like short snippets of time to read. So once again, I would definitely recommend The Physics of Angels. So you may be able to tell by the hat I'm wearing and the sweater I'm wearing that it's gotten quite a bit cooler where I live, and in the apartment I live in at the moment, the heat hasn't been turned on yet, so it's definitely want to stay cozy and warm in the best ways you can, and tea is definitely a wonderful way to do that. As I mentioned at the top of the video, I am indulging in some evening detox tea by Citizen Tea, but don't let the name fool you. It is definitely a delicious tea to have at any time during the day. And the ingredients in the tea are sweet blackberry leaves, rosehip peels, lemongrass, stinging nettle leaves, peppermint, decaffeinated green tea, blue cornflower petals, blue mallow blossoms, and licorice roots. I definitely find it a very soothing and calming tea, so whenever you're looking for that kind of vibe from a tea, I would definitely recommend it. And I also like to add on top of a scoop of the tea leaves is some organic rose petals that are made for cooking with, and I just find that the little bit extra added rose flavor really brings the tea to life for me. So I definitely recommend Citizen Tea's Detox Evening. Thanks so much for tuning in to Tea and Mystics. Cheers!